deception. Okay? People are busy. Adhan is going on. No one goes to the masjid. Because the flag is fluttering of the shaitan in the market. Are you following? That's why Sayyidina Uthman radiallahu anhu, the Khalifa, when during his caliphate, the Jum'ah, he made adhan in the souk. Because the people get busy, involved in the business. You know, for the Jum'ah there is only one adhan, you know that. And that is when the Imam sits on the minbar. The second adhan happened during the time of Uthman. And it was not in the masjid. It was in the souk, in the market. And it was ahead of the time of Jum'ah. Maybe 2 hours. Just to tell the people, leave it. Leave the business. Go and take a shower and get yourself ready for the salah. Are you following? So that's why there was a need to inform the people. So the souk, the shaitan is there. We are not saying business is haram. But this is the reality. And the best place is the masjid. So those from among those who will be in the shade of the mighty throne, those whose hearts are attached, clung to the Buyut Allah, to the masjid. So the salah, the first thing that after the Tawheed, you tell them about the salah. 5 prayers, 5 times a day. If they accept that from you, then tell them and inform them that Allah has also imposed upon them, has prescribed for them sadaqah, charity, that we should be taken from the rich and given to the poor. This is how Islam solved the problem of poverty, by the zakah system. So the zakah system solves the problem of poverty and removes the classes and the struggle of classes in the society, and brings about harmony and love among the people. Because the poor, they will love the rich. They will not hate them. Because, and if the business is booming, they will love more. Because they know they are going to get more. The zakah is going to come to them. And this is how Islam, my dear brothers and sisters, comes with pragmatic solutions for the problems of people. And when the zakah system was applied and implemented, during the ruling of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, it was a very short period. The zakah collectors, they wrote to Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, we are facing difficulty. No one is ready to accept the zakah. Everyone is saying, I'm fine. I don't need it. There is no one to receive the zakah. Surplus amount of money. What to do with it?" He said, "Buy slaves and set them free." They said, "We did that, but the money still, barakah. What to do?" He said, "Count all those bachelors and spinsters, those who are singles, not married, and get them married." They said, "We did." Believe me, there are studies and statistics. If every Muslim, the rich Muslims, they give their zakah only, you will never find a single poor Muslim in the whole world. You will never find. But they're not giving the zakah. They're not. And the one who doesn't give the zakah, you know what happened when the Arabs, some of the tribes, after the death of the Prophet ﷺ, they decided not to give the zakah to Abu Bakr. Said, we are giving it to the Prophet ﷺ, but not now. Abu Bakr, he fought them. And he forced them to give the zakah. Said, by Allah, I will fight whoever differentiates between the salah and the zakah. So here the Prophet ﷺ is telling the Mu'adh that you have to take the zakah from the rich and give it to the min aghniyaihim, from their rich, and give it to their poor. Their rich and their, that means in area. Zakah is taken from the people of Yemen, give it to the poor people in Yemen. If there are no poor people in Yemen, then you can move it to somewhere else. Are you following? Because you should solve the problem, the local problem. For instance, you have problems here. So the zakah of the rich people should go also to the poor people in that area. Is this clear? Okay. So this zakat should be taken from their rich, aghniya, and should be given to the poor. If they obey you and they accept that from you, then you should avoid the best of their wealth. For instance, I have livestock, horses, cows, camels, sheep. So the zakah collector, when he comes, he should not pick the best camel, the best cow, no. The average. The average. That's what he's saying. He said here, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, فَإِنُّمَا طَاعُوكَ لِذَلِكَ فَإِيَّاكَ وَكَرَائِمَ أَمْوَالِهِمْ. Then be careful not to take the best of their properties. Not the best. You have no right to go and take the best cow or the best camel or the... Are you following? But if the person himself willingly, he says, I want to give the best cow. Alhamdulillah. But I, as zakah collector, I have no right. I have no right. The hadith is so clear. The Prophet ﷺ is telling Mu'adh, avoid it. Because, naturally, a person, this is, it's so dear to his heart. So Allah knows that. Because this is from Allah, right? And Islam is a pragmatic, practical. So he said, no, don't take the best, take always the medium, the average. Then he told him, وَاتَّقِي دَعْوَةَ الْمَظْلُومِ. He's warning Mu'adh now. He's warning him. وَاتَّقِي دَعْوَةَ الْمَظْلُومِ. And safeguard yourself against the supplication of those who have suffered injustice, those who are oppressed. Safeguard yourself. Avoid doing that, injustice, dhulm. وَاتَّقِي دَعْوَةَ الْمَظْلُومِ. And avoid the supplication of the oppressed. Don't oppress the people. And if the oppressed supplicates to Allah, even if he is not a Muslim, but he is oppressed, Allah will accept his supplication. Allah will respond to his dua. Because the hadith, فَإِنَّهُ لَيْسَ بَيْنَهَا وَبَيْنَ اللَّهِ حِجَابٌ. Verily, there is no veil, there is no screen between his supplication, the dua, the supplication of the oppressed, and Allah. In another hadith, it says, تصعد إلى الله كأنها شرارة. That the dua, the supplication of the oppressed goes to Allah like a flash, so quick, and Allah responds immediately. So that's why Islam is against the dhulm, against injustice. Subhanallah. Are you following, brothers and sisters? Is this clear to you? Okay. Bukhari and Muslim also reported that Sahl ibn Sa'd radiallahu anhu said, Sahl ibn Sa'd, أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم قال يوم خيبر لأعطين الراية غدا رجلا يحب الله